Hello, kids! Welcome to our lesson in Science 4, Quarter 2, and we are now at week 4. And for this week, let's talk about plants, animals, and their habitat. So let's divide our week into three because we're going to talk about three kinds of habitat. We have the terrestrial habitat, aquatic habitat, and we also have the aerial habitat. So let's start with the terrestrial habitats, a world of diversity. So it is being described as a diverse landscapes. Terrestrial habitats encompass all the areas of land on Earth where life thrives. A variety of ecosystems, they are incredibly diverse, ranging from scorching deserts to lush rainforests. And unique adaptations. Each habitat supports a unique array of plants and animals adapted to its specific conditions. Let's have the key features of terrestrial habitats. Land-based, these habitats are defined by their local or location on land, as opposed to aquatic environments. Variety of climates. Terrestrial habitats experience a wide range of climates, from freezing Arctic tundras to sweltering tropical rainforests. Diverse vegetation. Plants play a crucial role in terrestrial habitats, providing food, shelter, and habitat structure for animals. Complex food webs. Terrestrial ecosystems feature intricate food webs where organisms interact with each other through predator prey relationships, competitions, and symbiosis. And human impact. Human activities like agriculture, urbanization, and deforestation have a significant impact on terrestrial habitats, often leading to habitat loss and degradation. So let's have the types of terrestrial habitats. First, let's have the forest. So forest, we have tropical rainforest, temperate deciduous forest, and we have the boreal forest or the taiga. Tropical rainforest found near the equator. These forests are characterized by high rainfall, warm temperature, and incredible biodiversity. Next, we have the temperate deciduous forest. Located in mid-latitude regions, these forests experience distinct seasons and are dominated by deciduous trees that lose their leaves in autumn. And we have the taiga, found in cold northern climates. These forests are dominated by coniferous trees like pine and spruce. We also have the grasslands. So open areas dominated by grasses. Grassland supports grazing animals, burrowing creatures, and variety of birds. We have the savannas, tropical grasslands with scattered trees. And we have the prairies, temperate grasslands with tall grasses. And we have the steppes, dry grasslands found in semi-arid regions. We also have deserts, arid regions with low rainfall and extreme temperatures. Deserts support specialized plants and animals adapted to harsh conditions. We also have the tundra. Cold, treeless regions with permafrost tundras are home to hardy plants and animals adapted to extreme cold, and as well as mountains, elevated areas with varied climates and vegetation. Mountains provide unique habitats for a diverse array of species. So those are the types of our terrestrial habitats. So how do we conserve our terrestrial habitats? So protect natural areas, establishing national parks, reserves, and other protected areas to safeguard important habitats. Sustainable land management, promoting sustainable agriculture, forestry, and other land use practices that minimize environmental impact. restoring degraded habitats, implementing restoration programs to restore degraded habitats to their natural state, and combating climate change. So, this is very important. Taking action to mitigate climate change and adapt to its impacts on terrestrial habitats. So far, yung climate change is really the ones affecting the terrestrial habitats. And at the same time, yung ginagawa nating pang-abuso sa ating mga kagubatan, 'di ba? For instance, yung pagpuputol natin ng puno sa mga kagubatan, yung deforestation, ano pa, yung pagkakainin, pinapatag yung mga mountains natin. So it affects the habitats of the animals and the plants, 'di ba? And for some, no, nagina-extinct yung kanilang lahi because wala na silang a place to live or yung natural place to live. So we need to conserve the terrestrial habitats, of course, to maintain balance in the ecosystem. So terrestrial habitats are vital for the health of our planet and well-being of all life. Understanding the diversity and importance of these habitats is crucial for promoting their conservation and ensuring a sustainable future for all. All right, so this time let's talk about the aquatic habitats, life beneath the waves. Aquatic habitats are the lifeblood of our planet, encompassing all the water bodies on Earth where life flourishes. These environments, from the vast oceans to the smallest ponds, provide a unique and diverse range of conditions that support a vast array of organisms. Aquatic habitats are defined as any physical space located within the hydrosphere, which is the portion of the Earth occupied by oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, and other water masses. These habitats are characterized by the presence of water as the primary medium for life. Now, we have types of aquatic habitats. So we have the marine habitats. These habitats includes the oceans, seas, and saltwater marshes. They are characterized by high salinity and a wide range of depths from shallow coastal zones to the deep ocean floor. So this is our sea water habitat. All right? O yung kumbaga your saltwater habitat. Now, we also have the freshwater habitats. These habitats include rivers, lakes, ponds, and wetlands. They are characterized by low salinity and a variety of water flow patterns from fast-flowing rivers to still lakes. So let's have examples of aquatic habitats. We have the coral reefs. These vibrant ecosystems are found in shallow tropical waters and are home to a variety of marine life. We also have the mangrove swamps. These coastal wetlands are dominated by salt-tolerant trees called mangroves, providing essential habitats for fish, birds, and other species. We also have estuaries. These are transitional zones where freshwater river meets the sea, creating unique habitats with fluctuating salinity levels. So, estuary, this is the boundary wherein nagmi-meet yung fresh water from the river and the salt water from the sea. So, nag-fluctuate yung salinity levels. Depende, di ba? Because we all know freshwater habitats have low salinity levels while yung marine habitats or yung saltwater habitats natin contains high salinity levels. So, nagfa-fluctuate yung salinity levels sa estuaries. So, we also have lakes and ponds. These inland water bodies provide habitats for a variety of freshwater organisms, including fish, amphibians, and invertebrates. Rivers and streams. These flowing water bodies support a diverse range of organisms, adapted to different flow rates and water depths. So now we have threats to aquatic habitat. So ano ba yung mga posibleng mga dahilan ng pagkasira ng mga aquatic habitat? So number one will be pollution. Pollution from industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and sewage can degrade water quality and harm aquatic organisms. So kasama na dyan yung plastics na itinatapon sa bodies of water. Next, we also have habitat loss and degradation, coastal development, and dam construction, and overfishing can destroy or alter aquatic habitats. Climate change is causing rising sea levels, ocean acidification, and changes in temperature and precipitation patterns impacting aquatic ecosystems. So, yung climate change nagkukos siya ng pagtaas ng seawater levels natin at ocean acidification, nagiging acidic yung ating ocean. At the same time, nagbabago yung temperatura ng ating mga katubigan at nag-iiba yung pattern, no, yung precipitation patterns na nakakaapekto sa mga nabubuhay sa aquatic ecosystems, be it plants or animals. Next, we have invasive species. The introduction of non-native species can disrupt the balance of aquatic ecosystems. So how do we conserve the aquatic habitats? Protecting aquatic habitats is essential for maintaining biodiversity, preserving ecosystem services, and ensuring a sustainable future. Conservation efforts focus on reducing pollution, implementing regulations, and promoting sustainable practices to produce or to reduce pollution from various sources. Okay, protecting coastal areas, establishing marine protected areas and promoting sustainable coastal development. Managing fisheries, implementing sustainable fishing practices to prevent overfishing and protect fish stocks. So kasama na dyan yung paghuhuli, maski sa mga maliliit pa lang na mga isda na hindi pa sila talaga pwedeng hulihin, no? Yun. So isa yun sa mga dapat na i-limit kasi kumbaga yung mga hindi pa talaga adult, kumbaga sa adult na fish ay hinuhuli pa, baby pa lang nahuhuli na. So yung kailangan ma-manage yung fisheries natin or fishing practices natin. Next, restoring degraded habitats, implementing restoration programs to restore damaged aquatic ecosystems, addressing climate change, taking action to mitigate climate change and adapt to its impacts on aquatic habitats. So aquatic habitats are essential for the health of our planet and the well-being of all life. Understanding the diversity, importance, and threats facing these habitats is crucial for promoting their conservation and ensuring a sustainable future for all. Alright, so now let's talk about the life in the skies, which is the aerial habitat. An aerial habitat refers to the ecosystem found above the Earth's surface, encompassing the atmosphere and the various layers of air. This habitat is home to a diverse range of organisms, including birds, insects, bats, and even some plants that have adapted to this unique environment. So we have types of aerial habitats. We have the forest canopy, the uppermost layer of a forest consisting of leaves, branches, and stems of trees. Many species of birds, insects, and small mammals live in this habitat, using the leaves and branches for cover and nesting sites. Open sky. This includes grasslands, deserts, and the open ocean, where organisms like birds and insects fly freely in the open air. We also have urban habitats. Cities and towns can provide aerial habitats for many species. for many species of birds and insects that have adapted to living in man-made structures like buildings and bridges. We also have polar habitats, the Arctic and Antarctic regions where birds, insects, and mammals have adapted to the cold, windy conditions, and alpine habitats, high altitude areas like mountains and plateaus where birds and insects have adapted to low oxygen levels and extreme temperature changes. So we also have the flora and fauna of aerial habitats. We have the birds, the most common and diverse group of animals found in aerial habitats. Their wings, feathers, and hollow bones are specifically adapted for flight. We also have insects, a vast array of insects such as butterflies, bees, dragonflies, and moths utilize aerial habitats for flight, foraging, and reproduction. And bats, these nocturnal mammals have wings and can fly, feeding on insects and fruit. So now we have threats to aerial habitats. So habitat loss, deforestation, urbanization, and pollution can destroy or degrade aerial habitats, impacting the organisms that rely on them. Climate change is also one threat to aerial habitat. Changes in weather patterns, temperature, and precipitation can disrupt migration patterns, alter food availability, and impact breeding cycles. Pollution, air pollution can harm aerial organisms directly and can also indirectly affect their food sources and habitat. All right. So, conservation of aerial habitat. So, protecting our forests, preserving forests, and promoting sustainable forestry practices to protect the canopy habitat. Reducing pollution, controlling air pollution, and promoting cleaner energy sources to minimize the impact on aerial organisms. And we also have protecting migratory routes, establishing protected areas along migratory routes and addressing threats to these important corridors, and raising awareness. So, educating the public about the importance of aerial habitats and the threats they face. All right. So, to sum up, we have here the concept map for habitat. So, we have plants and animals, so they have their habitats. We have the land habitats, the tundra, forest, grassland, and desert. For water habitats, we have freshwater habitat and saltwater habitat. So under freshwater, we have the pond, lake, stream, and river. And for saltwater habitat, we have the ocean and the sea. And of course, let's don't forget the aerial habitat that we just recently discussed. All right, so for your formative assessment, kindly answer these activities and let's find out if you got the correct answer afterwards. Good luck! All right, and that's it for our lesson for this week. So we discussed the different habitats for plants and animals. So again, we have the terrestrial habitat, aquatic habitat, and the aerial habitat. So thank you for being with me for this whole session, and I hope to see you again next week. Thank you. This is Teacher Isa. Bye.